Oh boy. Yeah, I've gotten myself into a little bit of trouble. It all started with Ross ACB, the guy who graciously let me take all of this stuff, mentioned that he had a bunch of square monitors that he was going to throw away. And I said, no, don't do that. I got use for square monitors. Because, let's face it, they're built very well. Like, for example, this is built really well. They still work. And they're more than good enough for me because I don't care about resolution. And they're perfect for servers. Which is something that I'm really starting to get myself into because I got a bunch of projects, server projects, that I really need to get up off the ground. Well, it evolved into a whole hell of a lot more than that. But I guess we'll start with the monitors. Here's one here. I actually already have one of these. There's one in the studio. Identical monitor, sitting over there. Hooked up to my KVM switch. It's an Acer AL1706. 17-inch flat panel. The lighting in here is awful, and I really don't know why. It's exactly the same monitor that I have in the studio. Right here is a nice, beefy NEC multi-sync. I think the Westlife has one of these, actually. It's got a hardware power switch on the side, although it's also got a soft standby switch on the front. There's a power switch over here, and another power switch on the front, which I find interesting. This behemoth right here is a Samsung SyncMaster 910T, and I swear it weighs so much that the stand it's sitting on is pretty much useless. This is a ViewSonic. I don't really know much about it. It's another square monitor. Kind of cheap. But, well, you can never have too many of these things. Here's another AL1706. This is a Samsung SyncMaster 151S. And yes, I just read that right off of it now. And then got two more. There's a generic one back there. And a Dell. I love these Dell monitors. What is this thing? I can't really read it that well. E176FP. What does that say? FPF? Anyway, nice little monitor. And then we got more stuff, of course. There's this tape deck down here. I didn't grab everything that he was offering. And there's a few other pieces. You have to forgive me. I've picked up a little bit of a cough. And it's thanks to my bout with allergies. I hate this time of year, and that is exactly why. This is a Yamaha KX-W262 Natural Sound cassette deck. Now, I was told that this only partially works. I don't know which deck. One of the decks is bad. I don't really care. I don't know what I'll use it for. I don't think only one of the decks can record. It's this one. If the recording deck works fine, I don't really care. But I guess there's that. This is probably just going to sit in storage until I have a chance to play around with it. Or maybe I'll play around with it now while it's sitting out. You may notice I didn't mention anything about this. This will be getting its own video. It is a Gateway all-in-one Pentium 4 based computer, although it does say Celeron on the front, which is unfortunate, but I don't know. That'll make an interesting project. In fact, I'm thinking of putting it in the studio to replace the ailing music computer. This is an empty case. It used to be a compact, what is that? SR1103WM, but it's been stripped, and I'm going to use that as the basis of a server project. A computer whose case really needs to go to the scrapyard. There is, I think it's an HP desktop, maybe even a small form factor style machine there with an Athlon 64 in it. That'll be getting a video. And then we got the Piece de Resistance. I didn't get these, I got these at the thrift store. But, this is a Dell Optiplex GX270 Pentium 4, I think it's a socket 478. It's going to need a little bit of work, just a hard drive. This is going to need a lot of work. It needs a power supply and some cabling, and I do need to check out what's on the hard drive. This is a compact desk pro of some description. Underneath that is something that I'm really looking forward to playing around with. It's a Dell Optiplex GX110, and, well, there's a reason why I'm looking forward to it. We'll get to find out about that in the video that I make of it. There's this Dell here. This is an Optiplex GX280. I think that's a 775. In fact, they both might be 775. But I think, if I remember correctly, it was either the 260 or the 270 that was 478. It doesn't really matter. Underneath that is another interesting piece. It's a Pentium 200 base HP Pavilion. And last but not least, of course, there's the power supply for the gateway, which is positively humongous. Last but not least, there is a Technics graphic equalizer right there. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I could probably put that to some good use. And that's all the stuff. Just a 7-minute long video about all the things that will be featured in upcoming videos in, well, times to come. So, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. Big thanks to Ross for taking the time to go through all this junk. Let me come take it. There's a lot of it. Now I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put all of it.